Willkommen zum wunderschönen neuen Video und heute geben wir uns von Let's Game It Out. I turned an entire planet into 100% pure lunacy. Planet Crafter. Let's go, Leute, wir haben keine Zeit zu verlieren.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're playing Planet Crafter today, which I assume is gonna happen on this planet. Beautiful, bleak, and has veins.
Sieht wunderschön aus, der schöne Staubplanet mit Windstürmen. Windsturm? Tornados.
Planet veins. Amazing. But enough talk. New game. And it looks like our journey begins in an escape pod with all the modern essentials of living.
Bisschen Subnautica Style.
Email and air conditioning. And what a view. We got rocks, we got minerals, we've got what looks like a crashed spaceship in the background. Truly, we're living our best space life. And just like any survival game, we've got all the basic survival things.
Erinnert mega an Subnautica, also auch mit diesen, ja, zum Erkunden, so dieses abgestürzte Raumschiff. Außer, dass es jetzt natürlich auf dem Mars ist und alles rot ist und nicht ein cooles Meer, aber...
Like an oxygen meter, a thirst meter, and a falling in love meter. Or it's a life meter, whatever. We've also got this thing up above called the Terraformation Index, which is currently sitting at a glorious 0 TI, and that's important because that's our entire reason for being here. Welcome to your assigned planet. Your mission is to advance the terraformation process of this world. Generate O2, heat, and pressure to do so. First reach 175,000 TI and create a blue atmosphere. You got it, corporate overlords. Consider it done. So the first step to this entire process is we're gonna have to collect some minerals like cobalt and iron and silicon all inside me at once. Thank goodness all these minerals are just conveniently here on the surface. And then before you know it, your inventory is full. Because it turns out when you first start, you really don't have that many slots. That's okay, I figured out a way to deal with this. Now the game starts with one basic container, and in it we've got some essentials, like some kind of seed, as well as some space food, space oxygen, and space water. But we don't have very much extra space. So what are we gonna do with all this stuff? Well, I'll show you. So when we're inside our little pod here, even with the door wide open, it keeps our oxygen at max. But if we step outside, we start to go through oxygen really quickly. And if we sit outside this thing and do nothing, eventually our oxygen levels are gonna get lower and lower. And then before you know it, we've died. And all of a sudden we're back in here. I guess this thing has like cloning capabilities, because we definitely died out there. And transformed into a convenient coffin for our dropped items. And wow, our death receptacle sure has more space than our living one. Well, that sure is convenient. And now we're free to roam all over the planet and
Junge, wie dumm ist das bitte? Also Leute, ihr wisst, wenn ihr sterbt, verdreifacht sich euer Inventar. Junge, das ist ja so random. Holy fuck.
collect as many
Wie kommt der auf sowas? What the fuck, Alter?
minerals as we can find. And then when I'm all full up, I can just swing back over to my life pod, run out of oxygen, and slowly die again. And a little piece of me is gonna be waiting for me. Then before you know it, all of this turns into this. What a beautiful, clean planet. And what do we do with all of our stuff? Well, we just collected it right over here. Welcome to Planet Coffin.
What
Population me dying over and over so I can make crates for free. Now that we've got plenty of supplies, the next step is doing these tutorial things. First, we gotta use this little crafting station here to craft a microchip for construction, as well as some other crap. Okay, construction. There it is. We need silicon and magnesium. Good thing everything we need is right out here. We'll just grab some of this magnesium, just a couple of those, and a couple of silicon for the road. Okay, where were we? Crafting a construction microchip, that's what, as well as this deconstruction one. Okay, great. Now our fancy gun has different modes. Our favorite's gonna be this one though, because it's the one that's gonna let us do all sorts of building. Craft a living compartment. That must be what this construction menu is all about. We got base stuff, we got machines, we got screens, and we got furniture. And this little gem caught my eye. Stairs. Well, hang on. We need to see how this works first.
Oh,
yep,
no, no. Er wird keine... Oh mein Gott. Ich will nicht wissen, wie hoch man die bauen
like
kann.
you'd expect. Wait, so can I just like keep building more of these? Of course we can. Well, I think we know where this is going, don't we? Which is there a limit to how high we can build? Only one way to find out. Well, at this juncture, I just don't know. At this point, we're pretty high up. See, that's the pod, and that's all of my caskets. I like how it looks like the pod vomited out all the boxes. And we just keep going and going and going to the point where it just stops drawing all the items. And we're basically level with this ship up here now. And almost past these cliff sides, which speaking of, this is kind of where I stopped for now, because I was like, hey, we hit land, so we're not gonna really need the stairs anymore. We'll just take it from here on foot. Oh good. Oh good.
Oh,
Oh, my limbs.
oh my God. Als ob die nicht physisch da sind. Belastend, aber geil, dass es rausgefunden
Well,
hat.
since we're here between dimensions, I guess we should
Er lebt? What?
take a look around. Now that we've seen past the facade, let's see, I think we can run up this weird, muscly mountainside. Oh no, I fell. Oh good, and then I died. Well, I guess we have no choice but to keep on building upwards until we've gotten past all this. Okay, well, you know, I feel like I've gone kind of far enough, seeing as how we're definitely beyond the boundaries of the level. But at least so far, if there is a limit to how high we can build these stairs, I can't find it. But even if we don't know how far up we can go, I wonder how far out we can go. And just like before, only one way to find out. Oh, whoops, died again. Okay, let's take some supplies with us. We're gonna bring stuff to make a living compartment, as well as a door, because here's what we can do with these things. Once we add a door and head inside, being in here replenishes our oxygen. So we'll just make sure to take this stuff with us. So let's launch ourselves over the edge again. Hey there, my dead body turned into a box. And
Hä, wie überlebt er denn?
every time our O2 is getting a little low, we can just bring out the setup, go in for a little O2 break, get rid of the thingamabob, and then continue running. How the sand sparkles while I just run forever. Ah, thank goodness we found it. The very edge of civilization. All right, time to jump off the edge. I can tell we're falling just by seeing this weird silhouette of a... Oh, well, here we are back at base. Well, that was convenient.
Hat sich ja richtig gelohnt, die Reise.
I guess this will always be here
Oh,
if we
no.
need it. You know, if we
Oh,
want to
fucking
jump
no.
into the abyss again. But let's get to the actual base building stuff. Thank God we have all these supplies. And we'll go ahead and put this, oh, I don't know, up in the sky somewhere. Let's see, right along right there. I'm glad that it can just float. And we'll give it a door. Okay, now let's hop in and up. Okay, it's time to
Oh.
walk it off. You're fine. And by that, I mean let's build some additional stairs. There, that's better. Home sweet home. And now the next thing we need to do is build a drill and a wind turbine. Apparently, we need the wind turbine to generate energy. Looks like we can put it right up here on top of our building. And now we have the drill, which
Nice.
generates pressure by releasing gases trapped in the ground. And I think I know just the place for this. Oh, thank God, we can put the drill right here, like on its side. Yeah, that looks intended. Very, very intended. Oh, and would you look at that?
Genau so funktioniert auch ein Bohrer.
That? Our TI is going up. Awesome. And just a couple more things for us to do, including crafting monitors. Every power user's dream, I can tell you that much. Now we need to
Oha.
create a vegetube thing.
Das ist größer als mein
Oh,
Monitor.
well, first, more power. Ah, how delightful. Now we just need to put something in it. Oh, look at that. And now the game wants us to make a heater. And right there. Okay, great. Now we've got heat. We've got our very rapidly growing plant, which means now we've got heat being generated, as well as pressure, as well as oxygen, which means we're well on the way to terraformation. In fact, look how fast that's going up right now, which is exciting because our next objective is to reach a blue sky by getting to 175,000 Ti. I mean, we're basically there, right? And I know I'm probably supposed to build like more stuff so that we can terraform this planet quicker, but I mean, really, how long could this possibly
Oh no. Oh mein Gott, der wird das durchlaufen lassen, bis es 17.000 von selber erreicht hat. Hey, das dauert bestimmt nicht lange.
take?
Nur 34 Stunden. Okay.
Whoops. I think I overshot the 175,000 by a little bit with a cool 674,000. All that from this. I guess we should see what the planet looks like now. Oh, wow. This is not at all what I was expecting. Everything looks so nice. And thank God, despite all this beautiful blue sky, we still can't breathe this atmosphere. So I guess our work here isn't quite done yet. Meanwhile, look at all these new exciting construction options, like windows and a launch platform. Greatly speeds up the terraformation process by sending rockets into space. Oh my lucky stars. Literally. The hell is this? Communication antenna. Receives transmissions from
Das Dumme ist irgendwie bei dem Game ja auch gerade, man braucht halt nicht wirklich neue Ressourcen, sondern man verwendet einfach immer die Ressourcen, die man am Anfang gefunden hat. Also, what the fuck?
outer space. I want that now. We gotta find aluminum post haste. All right,
aluminium.
which one of you has aluminum? None of them. Awesome. Well, let's go check out this spaceship. Maybe there's something up there. I know there's other building options, but we'll get to that later. I need this now. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Hello? Hello?
Aluminium.
Is there anyone home? Oh, it's so dark in here. All right, hold on. Let me go construct a flashlight. Hold on, I'm just gonna build a thing. Yeah, just right here. That's what I meant. It's perfect. And in here, we're gonna put down one of these. Another craft station. Tier 2. And from in here, we can make a torch. Ah. Okay, where were we? Grabbing random materials, that's what. Finally, I can make some jeans and a super alloy. I love the sound of high-end technology. Let's see, servers for torrenting.
Ich muss sagen, das Game wirkt ein bisschen leblos. Vor allem, da ist ja anscheinend gar nichts drin in diesem abgestürzten Raumschiff.
Bunk beds for crying. Come on, big money, give me something I want. Look, there it is. Aluminum. Okay, I think that's everything from the ship. What a visual splendor. We got a little bit of everything in here. Iridium, our glorious aluminum, and just so much more. What a glorious haul. And I guess this is gonna be our secret treasure trove. Anyway, now we have all the supplies we need to make this communication antenna, which I think I know just where to put it. It turns out that right outside of this crashed ship is a secret cave, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows that the best reception is deep underground. Okay, so now that we've got that placed, now we need to combine this with a transmission screen. Oh, well, thank God, I can just build this just about anywhere. Here you go. What have you got for us? Ugh, a bunch of reading, that's what. You mean I have to communicate with other people? I thought this would be for like aliens or something, not reading. Oh, thank God, oxygen levels saved me from this. Oh, well, that's convenient. It dropped me right back off in my treasure trove. Well, now that we've built a boring-ass library, I guess we should focus on making a real base, right? Seeing as how this crap's not really gonna cut it. Well, let's head on down to our base and see about making something. Owie, my bones. So I figure we can kind of make it down here somewhere, if for no other reason our supplies are right here. So we'll go ahead and start with the basic room.
Es wird jetzt ein bisschen crazy. Ich hoffe, macht noch ein bisschen was draus, sonst wäre es ein bisschen langweilig.
And then another room on top of it. And more. So much more. We've got the front door, and then we have a whole bunch of little tunnels that do a little windy thing for no reason, and then it leads up here to our little observation deck on the top, where I made a roof using stairs. We also have this thing in the back that I like to call the space shed. As you can see, it's actually a thing for plants. Now you might be wondering to yourself, how did I even get up here? Well, I'll show you. Let's pretend we're starting at our original module thing. First, you
Oh, der Cut war nice. Der Cut war nice.
obviously head to the front door of this place, where once you pop inside, there's a ladder waiting for you. Watch out though, because when you hit that climb button, it's pretty quick. And from that point, it's a matter of just walking down all the endless corridors and then climbing up again. And if you want to head on over to the bio thingamabob, that's just right over here. Or if you want to head up higher to the main deck, you just take this ladder, and then this ladder, and then this ladder, and then this ladder. And before you know it, you're here at your observation deck. And also for looking
Eigentlich nicht so schlimm, muss ich sagen. Es geht schnell.
out at rocks and stuff. But it's not just all for looks. We're gonna utilize this space effectively. If you recall, we salvaged all kinds of cool stuff, but it's stuck in that container right there. So let's go ahead and bring all this stuff closer to home. Ah, much better. Neat little piles for all my crap. We have
Ich will nicht wissen, wie lange die Scheiße schon gedauert hat, Alter.
random materials and a whole bunch of piles of seeds and iridium and uranium just coexisting. Looks really good from down below, doesn't it? But don't worry, we're still using these things. We use these for all of our common minerals, which honestly we're running a little bit low on. Like, sure, we still have a bunch of these things, but it took a lot of resources to build all this. I did, however, find a way to get boatloads of iron, literally unlimited amounts. It's easy, really. If your oxygen gets too low, we've seen that not only do you die, you drop all your belongings into your own little personal casket. But normally, if we collect all of our items from it, it just disappears on its own. But instead, if we just go ahead and die, and then head back over to our casket, and instead of picking it up, we save our game, go back to the main menu, load our save game back up, and now when we pick up the box, even if we empty its contents, the box stays right there. Press F8 to give feedback. I'll give you feedback right now. This is perfect.
Okay, cool, dass das geht.
Now you can switch your gun to the deconstruct mode. Come here, storage crate, and you got yourself one additional iron, which means if you just go ahead and let yourself die over and over and over again, before you know it, you have a little nest egg of boxes. I mean corpses. No, wait, box.
Junge, es wäre doch viel einfacher, das Eisen einfach zu sammeln, anstatt sich die ganze Zeit zu reloaden und zu sterben. What the fuck?
And now we have all this free iron. My iron cup runneth over. So yeah, that takes care of the iron, but we're gonna need a lot more of everything else. And we're gonna need that to build so many cool things. So let's work on getting this thing underway. The ore extractor. We have some of these things already, like super alloy, aluminum, and titanium, but we still need to figure out where to get osmium and iridium rods. Amazingly, while I was out running around, when I came across this golden box here, which wouldn't you know it, there's an iridium rod right now, as well as other things. And even the box gives us good stuff. Planet crafting sure is easy, and it's exciting to see the supplies building up. Okay, so we have everything now but the osmium. I feel like I might have seen some as I was running around, specifically in this cave over here. Yep, it was that easy. I knew I saw him just hanging around this cave. Oh, hey, and look at this. This ice will eventually melt at, what is that, 100 nanokelvins? And if we check in on our little sign here, it looks like our current heat is at 300 319. Wait, does
so
that mean it's
heißer
melting
werden.
already? Maybe it's just really slow. I'll check in on it later. Either way, we now have all the things we need for the ore extractor. Now, it does say it extracts stuff depending on where you put it. So I guess we're gonna have to do some
Vor allem, als ob eine so eine Dreckstation den ganzen verfickten Planeten aufheizen würde. What the fuck?
testing.
Crazy.
Well, that noise sounded exciting and like not a good thing. Ah, I see. We don't have enough power. We're over here producing 2.4 kilowatts per hour when what we need is 89.5. Now, we could be smart about this, and instead of building more wind turbines, which each generate 1.2, we could go with something more like a solar panel, which for more materials gets us 6.5, or the even bigger solar panel, which gives us 19.5. But look at all that stuff we have to give it, versus the wind turbine, which is virtually infinite, thanks to our glorious iron coffin trick. So I have a much better idea than putting solar down. Why spend all that time gathering all those minerals for solar when we have all this beautiful land over here just asking for production? Look out, desert, here I come. Time to get started. And 1, and 2, and 3.
Oh, no.
Oh boy, I'm having such a good time.
Ich kann das sehen. Many hours later. Oh, scheiße, Junge. Erstmal 34 Stunden für den ersten Kack. Dann nochmal ein paar Stunden und jetzt nochmal viele fucking Stunden. Oh mein Gott. Come on, zeig's
Yep,
uns.
that'll about do it. Oh boy, that's a lot of wind turbines. I like how they don't obey any physics and clip through each other. And how many are there exactly? Well, if I consult my screen here, that's just sticking out of the side of a mountain. We now have 1,650 wind turbines. And that means now we're generating a glorious 1,979.97 kilowatts per hour. That's a lot better than what we had before. So hopefully this will be enough. Oh, and would you look at that? It just started to rain. Weird, ropey strands of rain. Well, whatever. It's another planet. I'm sure it's normal. Oh, and it looks like this thing is working as intended now. That certainly does look promising. Anyway, let's see what it does about resources via this convenient box. Well, that's nice. It looks like it's pulling the basic essentials. And while it's nice to have all these things, we need to see if we can locate something more exotic. So let's return back to our favorite cave, where it certainly does seem like the ice is melting, doesn't it? This is definitely a smaller heap than it used to be. Anyway, let's head down into its sort of icy depths and see if we can't find a place to put the drill. There we go. Fits like a glove. Now, I'm not really sure why this swirly thing down here shows a piece of iron, but who knows? Maybe this will churn out something good. In the meantime, I did notice that right over here is another big block of ice, although this one looks like it takes significantly longer to melt. Starts melting at 5 microkelvins, which apparently is the equivalent of 5,000 nanokelvins, and we're only at 447. So while this thing keeps on drilling, let's see if we can't get some more heaters set up. Now, we of course have old basic, but that's gonna take forever. And then we have tier 2, which seems rather nice, but if we can find a way to generate from tier 3, that's obviously ideal. But for that, we're gonna need more iridium rods, and I have no idea where to get those. Well, I guess it's time for an adventure. If there were crashed ships like this, it's a safe bet to assume that there's more. Like, I don't know, what's that stuff over there? Well, let's go take a look. No time for all you pesky run-of-the-mill materials. We have all kinds of other things to discover. And what the hell is going on over there?
Yo, das sieht crazy aus, aber ich muss sagen, es ist ein bisschen weird, dass die so die ganzen Ressourcen einfach so über den ganzen Planeten einmal rüber gestreut haben.
There. Well, now I have to know. Huh. Still can't tell what's going on. But it does lead into a cave, and I don't need to be told twice, so let's go. Well, it sure is pretty in here, and now sure is foggy in here, but I do see something promising. Well, it's not iridium rods, but it's the next best thing, so count me in. And more. What a fortunate cave this is. It has all the stuff we need. And after a little while of plundering these natural resources, haul it all the way back to base, leave it all in a nice big disorganized pile. And you know what? Looking back at this thing, I'm starting to think this symbol means that we're only going to get crap. Let's move this thing over to this more promising looking area. And here you go. Oh yeah, that's more of what I want to see. An iridium symbol. I got a good feeling about that. Also known as the game's telling us what we're going to get. See, this is much more exciting. The bridge of a spaceship, or maybe it's an internet cafe. The important part is it has stuff to steal. Here we go. Jackpot. Not to mention a rocket engine. Okay. Now that we've got quite the pile of materials going on here, least of all.
Wie geil er auch einfach die ganzen Sachen in seinem Haus so einfach stackt und einfach so ausstellt quasi, als wäre das so ein Museum. What the fuck?
all this beautiful growing pile. Oh, and you know what I just realized? So if we build this advanced craft station, sure is a big thing, isn't it? We can actually build iridium rods. All it takes is 9 iridium. And something tells me we can spare that. Well, then sign me up for some tier 3 heaters. Let's get to gathering. And before you know it, rods for days. Okay, let's go put some tier 3 heaters down, shall we? Now, I don't think we actually need to put it down near all the ice. But what the hell? What could it possibly hurt? Except for the part where I can't actually seem to place it anywhere. Ah, I see. It insists that we put it inside of a room. Okay, if you insist. It's about to get mighty hot in here. And as you can see by our readout, the heat certainly is building up faster now at least. But hey, we've got all these heaters. Let's add even more. Now there's 9 of these in here. That room's got to be nice and toasty. Okay, there we go. Now I'm satisfied. We only need like 10 times what we have now to start melting this. And now I'm just gonna take another room and just put it right here. We're just gonna watch through this window for a while and see if it melts. Well, shiver me timbers, it really does melt before your very eyes. At least when the footage is sped up. Versus when I stepped away and forgot about the game and let it run for like 3 days. And just like that, the passage is clear. And I think we might have gone a little overboard here. We only needed 5 and now we have 161 microkelvins. Anyway, now that we've done that, let's head outside and... You know, I can't put my finger on it, but something seems different. I'm sorry, did I say something? I feel like a lot of things might look different. I guess we did melt all the ice, so it should be no surprise that there's a lake. We can probably swim, right? I mean, we're in a spacesuit, so this should be just fine. And look, all of our supplies are still here. Everything's gonna be A-okay.
Hey, das ist ganz geil gemacht.
That's okay, we'll just head inside, replenish our O2, and...
Sehr nice.
Wait, are we still underwater? What's the point of an airlock thing if we're still going to be submerged? I would have assumed this would have been airtight, right? Seeing as how it can normally pump O2 into here. Oh, good. Even this is still underwater. I mean, to a point. We can actually surface, but half of it is indeed below water. Well, at least all this stuff is still above ground. What tremendous accidental foresight. You know what else is pretty wild? Is that not only is it nice and beautifully green like here with a lake and more green over there, but if we keep heading up the stairs, there's actually some green over here too. Actually, you know what else I wonder? Will this water help us from breaking our legs? Only one way to find out. Oh god. Walk it off and let's go find somewhere that's less shallow. Like, what if we jump off the top of this thing? That's a little higher, right? I'm not sure, but let's give it a shot. Bon voyage. Oh, look, we survived that one.
Hello, Steiner.
What the hell was that? Wait, are you telling me it like buffers my fall damage? So wait, are you telling me that if I jump into the water, but don't hit the ground, but then decide to swim all the way to shore, the moment I touch the ground, it's still gonna hurt?
Als ob, das ist ja so dumm.
Oh, my delayed joint pain. Anyway, you know what I think would be really fun to mess with next? Rockets. Starting, of course, with this launch platform. Iron and titanium are super easy, and for the super alloy, we can just make our own with relative ease. Fiddlesticks. It's not gonna let me place it underground. Well, here we go. What a perfectly terrible place to put a launch platform. I like it. And now that we have our launch platform here, we just need to get something to launch. We're gonna go with this thing, which multiplies our heat by 1,000. One asteroid's attraction rocket coming right up.
Let's go.
And there it is. That is a big giant rocket, all right. Well, no better time than the present. And launch.
Guter roter Button. Let's go. Ist das Spiel vorbei?
Goodbye. Wow, it's really pulling those asteroids fast, isn't it? I'm sure the skies will calm down soon. Well, that sure was fun. Okay, next test. What if over here on, like, the launch platform, we put a, like, an obstruction in the way? Well, it looks like the rocket materializes right inside of it. Now, the only question left is, what happens when we push the big red button?
Junge, so dumm.
Hey, Rocket, you okay there? You seem a little drunk. Well, I suppose it eventually found its way. Okay, I've got another idea. So for this one, instead of blocking it, why not just hitch a ride ourselves? Definitely worth a shot, right? And run up the stairs. Wait, don't leave without me.
Oha, es reicht.
Onward and...
What?
What is happening? Where are we going? Where's this magical adventure taking us? Oh no. I'm sorry, I haven't been watching my normally slender figure. Oh, and off it goes. Okay, I have yet another idea. In addition to this rocket, I have enough in my possession to make another rocket. And while I tried to enter the crafting menu to put down another rocket, it tells you that space is already occupied. Well, what if we launch and then craft another one?
Ooh.
Let's give it a shot. Okay, so one, and then quickly craft another one. Well, it seems to have crafted one into the other one, and... Oh, hold on. Let's launch that next one. Okay, is that helping? That surely... Oh, God.
Wir haben Rocket Sex. Das neue Game.
Yeah, this is definitely the expected outcome. Looks like these things are having trouble deciding which direction they should go. Are you okay, Rocket? Do you need any help?
Oh, man.
Oh, okay, I see how it is. Oh, God, what's happening now? Well, not sure what's happening here, but it looks like we're under attack. Which, hey, fine by me. That's what I like to see. So I hope you had fun. I know I did. I'm just gonna hang out here underwater with the uranium, and I'll see you next time.
Alright, dann war das hier das Video. Oh mein Gott. Sorry, von Let's Game It Out. Ich hoffe, euch hat das Video gefallen. Ich fand's ganz witzig. Wenn euch mein Video gefallen hat, könnt ihr gerne ein Like da lassen. Wir sehen uns morgen wieder. Bis dann, Leute. Haut rein und tschüss.